And we're back. It's your boy, Sir William L.
It's Sartorial King.
And this is Caviar Conversation.
Caviar for breakfast, champagne, 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 bubble bath.
Morning edition. Woo! What's up, my brother?
Morning edition.
Oh, this is called Caviar.
Morning afternoon edition. Yeah. What's good, bro?
Man, I'm fresh off of 420.
Fresh off of 420, man.
Feeling like I looked on 420. As you can see, the robe is still on. I haven't got myself fully together quite yet, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about yourself?
I'm blessed, man. You know, it's the B day.
Yeah, today's your birthday.
B-Day, 421.
Right.
And you know, I'm blessed, man. I can't complain. I like, you know, how people say that the cliche fashion, you know, I can't complain.
Yeah.
Much to complain about, but I really can't complain at all.
Right.
You know, I got friends, I got a roof over my head. You know, I can buy what I want. I can go where I want. I'm gainfully employed. You know, the Lord has blessed me in so many different ways, man. I'm just happy to live another year, especially, you know, where we come from. To be, you know, 37, just to let everybody know, 37. I'm blessed, man.
Yeah, man, it is definitely a blessing to have another lap around the sun, man. What you got planned for today? For your birthday?
Man, you know, just some self-care, man. That's what we don't do enough of. Some self-care, you know, hit a little spa up, you know.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Take care of the body, you know.
As you should.
Dinner in the evening, you know, it's gonna be nice. You know, I got the whole week planned. Really, this week is gonna be crazy. You know, friends taking me out, and then we got Philly this weekend.
Oh yeah, it's going up.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice, man. I'm excited for real.
That's what's up. So a lot took place yesterday in the world.
Yeah.
That big verdict came down about what's his name? Derek Chauvin.
Derek Chauvin, yeah.
Chauvin. The verdict came, which was the best verdict that could have been predicted or unpredicted, I should say. How you feel about that? Like him being convicted?
Well, I was on pins and needles, bro, because I'm for real. I was really thinking, like, you know, if this dude come out this unscathed, I was prepared for everything. Like, I thought looting, you know, was going to happen, and riots, and because we don't want to see another verdict where somebody gets off, where we clearly see on video all of the actions that were put out. But I'm good with the verdict. Definitely, I just need to know what the sentencing is going to be. That's what I know.
That's how I feel about it too. I feel like you, I was on pins and needles a little bit because, you know, we've seen this happen multiple times and we've seen the outcome multiple times, and it's not necessarily in our favor the majority of the time. So for him to be convicted, I was, you know, very pleased that he did get convicted across the board for all counts. So I'm just kind of like curious to see what type of numbers he gonna give him. This is something that, you know, needed to happen, because I honestly think that if it didn't happen, man, it was going to be like a 2021 version of Rodney King lootings, for real.
Yeah, definitely. It's the footage is just, it's there. You know, and that's the era we live in. Rodney King, that was a different situation because it happened to be somebody with a camera to record that. That could have gone unseen as well if somebody didn't have a camera to record that from whatever shot or aerial shot they were sitting at.
Right.
So people didn't have cell phones then to pull out as they were driving by to see what was going on with Rodney King. But here, you know, you're a flip phone. I'm about to say flip phone. You one smartphone away from anything.
Yeah. I kind of feel like it's more like prone for people to pull out their phones first to record it, then call 911, because when you record it, now you have evidence opposed to just, you know, basing it off of what you saw or what you can remember seeing. You know what I mean?
That could be dangerous too, because
But
while you're recording, the action is happening, and if you could have probably relieved some type of action had we made a phone call first, then recorded. But then it's like you don't have the evidence. It could play two different ways. But that's only if you're the only person there. But if I see somebody else recording, then somebody else can get on the phone and start making that call.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. I agree. Somebody, if there's more than two people, somebody needs to call, somebody needs to record.
Yep.
It's the world we live in today, man.
So we'll see what the sentence it holds, and if they give him some minimal years, then I think also people will be mad. But he needs to be in there for the same amount of time you give someone that has murdered somebody, because that was deliberate.
That's all it was. It was a murder.
Yeah. As you can see, this is definitely a morning edition.
As you can see.
He's yawning, he's sneezing.
I got my robe on.
But no, we here at Caviar Conversations, we are comfortable in ourselves. And we do know that it takes some time to get right.
Right. We keep it very authentic.
When we step out, big steppers. When we step out, big steppers.
Oh yeah, we stepping with the big steppers for sure. That's for sure. As you can see, we keep it very authentic on this show.
Yeah, yes, definitely. I was thinking about this yesterday.
420.
With it being 420, and it's a I guess now it's a holiday amongst
I would think so.
Yeah, amongst cannabis lovers, or just smokers in all actuality, just everything. But I was thinking about, so I don't know if I ever told you, but my mother had sickle cell. She died from sickle cell. She passed from sickle cell.
Okay.
She had sickle cell anemia, and as a child, I did not know what this entailed. I always thought it was just just something she had, but never knew that you could pass from it, that you could die from it. So literally when she passed and I started getting information about it and understanding the pain that went behind that, it literally shaped my vision. Like, what are we doing out here because in our community it's heavy.
Sickle cell?
Sickle cell is heavy in our community, and especially the Black community. So now I'm thinking about, ways that we can alleviate that, things that we can eat, that are different. Of course, it's more of a trait. So I didn't get the trait neither than my sister. We're blessed in that right. But at the same time, I never knew what it entailed in terms of her body and how she was being a parent to my sister and I with that. And, it was a lot of inconsistencies too. Like she would be working, and she had to take time off, and she'd be working, and she'd take time off because of that, that disease of the blood disease. So one thing I found out is that it's massive pain. So my mother had it in her leg. She had like an open wound on her leg that always, when it came back heavy, it would like tear her ankles up. So she wasn't running a lot. She wasn't all that. My mom was a very thin woman, always, but at the same time, she wasn't very athletic because of that. And when I found out the pain levels, someone told me that it could really send people into like a whole different state. Not to make this morbid, but at the same time, what reduces pain?
Are we going like medically or like herbal?
Well, medically first.
I mean, you got like aspirin, Tylenol, stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. Only temporary things.
Yeah.
Herbal, what reduces pain?
I'll have to say the weed, the marijuana.
Marijuana, right?
Right.
Oh, make it clear to everybody. So my mother, and I'm telling you, I've never seen a day in my life. You know, now as an adult, you know, things come out. So, you know, my dad lets me know, yeah, your mom and I, when we were married and dating, we had a weed guy. Oh, for real? Okay. Of course, they grew up in the 70s. So, you know, I was just part of the movement, right? But as a kid, you coming up, you thinking that your parents has done nothing. You feel like they are just, because they're parents. So
Man, I already knew my pop was in his bag as a kid. When I was a
yeah.
kid, like I see my mom was like more reserved, but my dad, he definitely smoked.
Okay.
Like
All
my
right.
pop to the Freaknik as a kid, dog. So you know what I mean? So it kind of like let me kind of know, like, okay, my pop, he's in there having a good time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was looking at my parents in a different way because, you know, I was living with my grandmother and my mom, my sister. My dad was not in the house, but you know, I saw him. You know, occasionally I saw my dad and things like that. We would hang, but because my dad was a reverend, I didn't think that.
Oh shit, your dad was a reverend?
Yeah, yeah.
And he had a weed, man.
Yeah.
God is good all the time.
Well, I don't know. You know, what I can say is I don't know if he had it when he was a pastor, but I do know when he was dating my mom, he wasn't a pastor yet. He was just a regular dude. And not to say you're a regular dude, even if you are a pastor. Let's get that right now. You're a regular dude. But I don't, you know, he wasn't responsible for the flock yet, if you get what I'm saying. To have an image or whatever you say. Whatever. So they had this dude, and I don't know if he's still living, but I'm, you know, either way, I'm saying his name. His name is Averill. And Averill was the plug.
Shout out to Averill, man.
Shout out to Averill.
Anyways.
Shout out to Averill. So I'm too young, everybody. I'm too young to even know what Averill does. I just see Averill comes with baked goods all the time. He comes to the house, sits, you know, he's sitting with my family, he's sitting with everybody. You know, I just hear who this is Averill. That's all I hear his name. This is Averill. This is Averill. Averill's the guy. Averill, as I remember, always wore sunglasses. Sunglasses too. So later, now as I grow up, now I'm understanding the game. Mm-hmm. I've never seen my mom smoke. My sister's never seen my mother smoke ever. We've never seen that ever. How is my mom reducing this pain? Avery was baking this stuff into the cakes.
Got that whip working. Yes, sir.
And in a household with a grandmother who always bakes, when a cake hits the table, you always think it's for the house.
Yeah.
Those cakes would be on the table, and I would want a slice, and I'd practically get my hand smacked when it's Averill's cake. I never tasted Averill's cakes, ever.
Well, now you know why.
Now I know why.
But here's my thing, right? I guess back then we was kind of like a taboo thing. But it's like the norm now. Even like when I go to like the doctors or the dentist and I'm like, yo, do you smoke? I always be like, are we talking about weed or cigarettes?
Yeah.
We're like, cigarettes. Oh, no, I don't do cigarettes.
Yeah, cigarettes is dirtball. That's dirtball status.
I don't do cigarettes.
Anybody, but I'm sorry, and I know there's people out there that smoke cigarettes. I love you, but I just feel like it is dirtball status. First of all, they stink. Then on top of that, it's just to me, it just seems like chain. Like I just see people just so nervous. As a smoker, I usually attribute you being nervous with smoking cigarettes.
Really?
Always. A cigar, you see like somebody's chilling, they relaxing. It's something that comes across to you as, you know, almost luxury, right? Mm-hmm. Even back in the day, I know people back in the day, like in the 50s, they thought that smoking cigarettes was very luxurious, especially for women. You lit a woman's cigarette, and you know.
I can never see smoking cigarettes being sexy. It just gives me like,
Or maybe that's old Hollywood. Old Hollywood tried to make
maybe
sexy. You used to have ads like where you don't see cigarette ads anymore.
Like, you don't see that Camel Man no more.
No,
you don't see them mural. What they call mural lights?
Mural lights. What?
What them Jones called? Is it mural lights or some shit like that? Those cigarettes.
I'm trying.
It was like a red package. It's probably one of them old cigarettes.
All I do is the Virginia Slims.
Virginia Slims.
The Cools, the menthol joints.
The menthol, right.
All I know is you see it at Rite Aid, you see it, the boxes behind the countertop.
Yo, cigarettes is kind of like so outdated. I attribute cigarettes to like stockings and shit. Like nobody's wearing stockings anymore, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember back in the day, like the stockings? Was your mom send you to the store and the stockings were being like the little egg and shit?
The egg, yes. Yeah.
That shit's so outdated. Like, who's really wearing stockings now?
I don't even want to touch them. I don't even want to touch them though.
Yeah, that's like cigarettes. Ain't nobody.
Yeah. That would be the most embarrassing, thing to go to the store for.
Let me get that.
Give me some. No, I don't want to go get that. The private things, like my sister calls it, the unmentionables.
I don't want to get that.
Yeah,
I just don't feel comfortable.
That's like sending a girl to the store to go get you some boxes. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what boxes to really get.
Do you really know what type of fit my Jones is? Like, what type of material I like? Because man, we think about this stuff too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, not to be, too out there, but I don't do cotton boxers, dog. That shit, dude. I ain't doing cotton briefs. I'm sorry.
No, and you know what's crazy?
Some Jones gotta be
back
like
in the day. People used to really wear tighty whities.
Can't do it, bro.
There was no such thing as a box of briefs in the 70s.
Yeah, man. Like that's a rough John to walk up to the register with some. What are tighty whities called? Briefs?
Briefs. Nah, boxer briefs I could do. And gentlemen, let's just think about it right now. Like, just think about that moment when you're undressed in front of your lady and you got thigh high joint, the joints that's like right there at the side. That's just it's like this is
got the joints cutting you off at like.
You know what? I'll take it one step further. You at the pool and you got a speedo on. I know they do it in Europe, but it's never been cool for us. We still wear drawers under our trunks.
Now that's dirty. That's dirty. Now listen, dog. I've never done that. Like when you buy swim trunks, they have the lining.
And they have the lining in it for you.
So I'll be thinking to myself, why is dudes jumping in the pool with their drawers and their shorts on? Like,
yo,
that's nasty.
Cats do that. Yo, it's been times I've been down Miami, and you already know that they're at the beach. They got the polo trunks on, and then the polo drawers under it. Everything is wet. Everything. I was like, what? I don't know. I don't know really the reason for it, but either way.
Bro, that's disgusting.
I'm not doing no Speedo though. Hey,
I'm sorry. Listen, it's swim trunks out here, dog. Swim trunks are made for swimming. So it always amazes me, like, bro, you got polo swim trunks on with drawers. That's how you know it's a morning show. Cause but that's weird, dog. Like, that is like super weird to me. And I always look like, why? And then you go dry off and do what? I hope you change it, like everything. It's just weird, man. Some stuff is just weird to me, yo.
Yeah.
But weed is, back to the original topic, weed is like the norm.
Yeah, I forget the athlete's name. My man that was working with, the NBA. He was working with David Stern. Or
Oh, he got the brand Viola.
Retired. He owns Viola. Yeah, Vola. I can't remember his name right now. I don't know why it escapes me.
I want to say like Richard something.
He was working with David Stern to show the medicinal purposes of cannabis for players. One reason, you know, the pain levels. You got these guys, you know, ankles, having injuries and things like that. And of course, they got to be propelled to come back right away. They don't have time to rest their bodies longer than what they should rest. And he's like, yo, this is what we should do. NFL players, there's a documentary on how many players in the NFL that smoke.
Okay.
And, you know, people tend to just make it about, oh, there's, you know, you're stoners or they're stoners. No, they like, we play a game on Monday night, sometimes a game on Thursday, or a game on Monday night and I got a game on Sunday. And my body has to heal between Monday and Sunday.
Right.
The pain levels, I'm not even over by the time Sunday comes. I'm still not fully healed.
Right.
You know, and you got these guys dealing with pain and all these different types of things. But, I still got to go out there and get those tackles. I still got to get those sacks. And I'm getting rocked.
And then it becomes like, I don't want to become addicted to these pills because we've all seen, like, you go to the dentist, get a tooth pulled, root canal, wisdom teeth. What do they give you? They give you Percocets.
Oh, man,
They give you Percocets to take the pain away.
Yeah, which I advise against because I know people that have.
Yeah, and that's how it starts because I'm not big on pills. I don't like pills. I'm just not big on pills, but because you can see the effects that it has on people, especially if you go for something like a toothache. They give you a certain amount of pills. You take like one more than you're supposed to because the pain is so bad. Now you almost dealing with an addiction.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, and weed is a herb. It's not man-made, so to speak, but it's an herb. It literally comes from the earth.
You know, it's crazy. My mom was an herbologist.
For real?
She's an herbologist. I say that because she raised my sister and I not to be on like these man-made medications that you get from the pharmacy. I mean, of course, if it's something really, really crazy like that you have to take because of cool. But like we had a cold or a flu. We had she would go to Penn Herb. Shout out to Penn Herb on Spring Garden. It used to be up Alney before they moved. And we would go there and she would get horseradish, like the horseradish powder. And you take a spoonful of that with some orange juice, curtains. You good.
What does that do? That sounds like something I need to do.
It'll clean your immune system out and everything and like basically flush your body. And it was
So wait, horseradish powder and orange juice?
Orange juice just to wash it down. But that's
but
for a kid taking horseradish powder, I'm not gonna take it with water. So my mom's like, okay, I'm gonna give it to you with orange juice because you know I love orange juice, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's the only reason why I'm saying orange juice. You can take anything you want, water, seltzer water, whatever. But they have so many different powders that do different effects, and they have a book on different herbs that have different prominence for your body. So I always tell people, "Oh, you about to take that?" I would advise you to go check out a herb store or go to Whole Foods and see what herbs they have. You know, at one time, my mom would take the herbs and put them in the liquid capsules that dissolve. So that way, that's the same as you taking a pill, but it's herbs in it. And she would pack them and just pop it. Boom. This is going to take care of what I got to take care of my body. And that cut down on a lot of hospital visits, man.
Yeah.
You know, it has different properties that people don't even understand. And we really need to hone in on that as a community. Our bodies are not the same as other ethnicities. There are some other ethnicities that can do those type of drugs to cure stuff. for the melanin, for the black skin, it's different things going on. Just
Yeah,
like
man.
we can't put suntan, we need sunscreen.
That's a fact.
So yeah, that's what I'm coming from with in terms of the
I'm all about herbs, dog. I'm all about, I'm pro marijuana. I've always been pro marijuana though. Just like it affects everybody differently, but for me, it helps me focus.
Okay.
Like I pay attention. I won't say a whole lot more, but like I'll notice certain things if I'm watching something. I'll be like, oh, that like can no one peep that? Like, you know what I mean?
That joke in a comedy or
It's
that,
different
yeah.
when you high. It's different when you high. So, 420, 421, 422, 23.
Well, we here at Caviar Conversations, we like to have the discussions. We like to talk about everything under the sun. And we want our viewers to know that literally, we want first and foremost for everyone to take care of themselves. Period. Take care of your bodies, take care of your being, take care of your temples, because especially if you have children and you have a legacy, you have people to live on, you're living for people. Take care of yourself, and then
yourself emotionally.
Yeah, emotionally, mental health as well. I was just watching Breakfast Club, and Kevin Lyles couldn't say it any better. He was like, mental health is so important. He's like, he pays for a therapist.
Or for his staff.
For his staff. He's like, I'll invest in so many other things, but we don't invest in mental health. I've been to a therapist before and spoken about issues and things like that I needed to clarify. And it helped me immensely to understand who I am as a man, who I am to my family, who I am to my friends, everything, man. It's
yeah.
So I encourage everyone, even if you feel like you don't want to talk to somebody, find someone that you can speak to and vent to, but also make sure that they have a level head, make sure they have some type of wisdom. You don't want to get
you don't want to give all your information or express yourself to the wrong people, because
there's
a lot of people that will use your emotions and your privacy and and your confidence and confiding in someone and just turn that completely against you. It's even with dreams. Like you can't tell the things that you want to do to everybody, because kill a big dream is by telling it to a small mind. You know what I mean? Because some people just can't grasp more than what they're doing.
Yeah, crazy. I completely agree with that. I don't know if you ever been at that crossroad. Have you ever been at that crossroad where you wanted to tell somebody something, but you felt like their mind wasn't there at that place?
I've been to the point where I've had like ideas I wanted to express, but at times felt like I should just keep it to myself. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm gonna hold on to this one until the time is, time is right to say what I really want to do or be around an environment I really want to do. Say it in. I'm sorry. But yeah, man, you gotta find people that be on the same wavelength, the same frequency, because then they'll get it.
Frequency is so important.
They'll get it.
It's key. And I have done it in the past where I've shared dreams with people.
Yeah.
And they act like they're encouraging you. Oh yeah. And another reason why you know how I am, kind of like just do it versus talk about it. Let's do it. So that way, because when you talk about it, then of course the expectation is already there from the person. Like, all right, now he said he's gonna do it.
Now let's see it. Yeah.
Now if he don't do it, now we're gonna bag him or we're gonna say something. Oh, so just do it, guys. Just do what you say you're gonna do. Come up with the vision, go forward with it, and steamroll ahead, and then work everything out later. but at least no one can say that you didn't try and you didn't, put it to work. Everything else can come later on. But I've put my dream out to a couple people, man, and it came back to kick me in the ass, like literally. So
bro.
Now, so now it's just like, I only really align with the people that are seeing the vision and wanting to go to that next level and not making no excuses to go either.
Yeah. I think sometimes we get in our own way because we realize that certain things you got to sacrifice, whether it's time or money. And that's one thing I'm starting to realize the older I get. Like, I feel like now it's more about once you hit a certain age, like you sacrificing your money because, that money can go to somewhere else or can do something else for you. But I really feel like if there's something that you want, you're going to have to invest financially into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, everything comes with an investment, whether it be time, whether it be money.
Yeah.
Whether it be
environment.
Yeah. Everything comes with an investment. So, speaking of investment, I didn't even tell you. So I just got into this, this Bitcoin thing, right? I got on Coinbase, and I got this thing called Litecoin that a couple of my coworkers had put me on, and they in it heavy. Like I'm talking, they already seeing some growth. And so they said start with $60, boom, and watch it. Just watch it. Just keep on it. And I'm excited because I actually want to see some growth. I know it ain't gonna be overnight, but at the same time, I'm not trying to do anything overnight. But again, just being active and trying something different in terms of investing outside of just doing stocks and things like that. I want to be I kind of want to be on this wave. I want to be on this wave to see where this goes.
Yeah, I've invested into the crypto world. I know last week Dogecoin was going up. Everybody was like Dogecoin. So I've invested into that earlier before it was kind of like, I guess, popular. Nothing big. It's just like, $40 here.
Yeah. Money that I'm not gonna miss. That's what I'm like, okay. Because I think that's also a thing that we need to think about as investors and people that are that want to be financially astute and know our fiscal responsibilities. Knowing that, all right, what would you have spent that money on? Like, what would you have, put it to? Would it have been one of your habits? Would it have been something that you really didn't need at the time or the moment? But this one could work for you. That $40 or $60 could work for you. And 9 out of 10, even if you forget about it, they say most investors that forget about an investment, it comes up to be something.
Really?
Yeah, I was reading this money magazine, and the guy said he invested in something 5 years ago, but because he put minimal money in, he thought it wasn't going to accrue anything, and it made big. And then of course someone reached out and said, "Yo, you have to cash out now." And it was only because he's like, "All right, never mind." Like it was only like $20-something. And it's just the fact that he put into something that wasn't yet
right.
That was growing.
Because that's the thing about stocks. Like, and I'm not a stock expert or a cryptocurrency expert, nothing like that. My knowledge is very, very minimal. But with anything, you're not going to see the fruits of it right then and there. And if you do, it's very rare from my understanding. So, like they were saying with the whole Dogecoin thing, that if you invested $5,000 6 months ago into Dogecoin, when it was at its highest yesterday, you could have cashed out for like $957,000, $957,000. You know what I mean? But it's like you gotta wait. Like, who knows who Dogecoin was gonna start popping like that?
You don't know. You don't know.
Look at Nas. Nas invested into
Coinbase.
Coinbase? He invested in Coinbase years ago.
Kevin Durant as well.
Yeah, but this is years ago. So you don't really realize how, the money you're gonna make when you first start
Yeah.
investing. You just gotta hope for the best.
Yeah.
You know, be smart about it and let it do its thing. Let the economy do its thing.
He invested in the ring as well.
Yeah, he got Nas is a smart business.
He on that tech. He on the tech circuit.
When Jay said smarten up, Nas, I can divide. Nas really smartened up. Like, okay.
Yeah, he smartened up because Khalees was about to take him to that bank.
Yeah.
To dread him of all his funds, bro. Like,
so what you think about this whole Dr. Dre and his ex-wife? She signed a prenup.
Yes.
But she wants like all this bread a month. And Dr. Dre is like, nah, we not doing that.
Listen, at the end of the day, I think it's about quality of life for a lot of them, right? And when they see, because they know the financials as well, we're not gonna act like these wives don't already know the financials. So when they asking for that, they're asking for the things, and I'm not siding with the wife because I'm like, you bugging. When I see certain things, I'm like, come on, like you couldn't live off that. Like you gonna live nice, and it's not like he's not gonna take care of you, or come on. That's if y'all making that split. But I think because they know the actual numbers, they try to go for those actual numbers, but they breaking it down into months. So it's like, oh, well, I know he's netting this, so I want this.
But here's my thing, man. My thing is, look, you knew who I was when you married me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Dr. Dre. So you're not going to get half of my bread, dog. Like, you didn't make half of it. And you knew what you was
yeah.
You're not getting half. Like, I'm going to make sure that, you still live a very comfortable life because it's called, what's it called? Marital or spousal something. Where you got to make sure they still can maintain a lifestyle somewhat.
Yeah, they're used to a certain way of living.
Yeah, but you're not going to
drop off. It can't drop off. Yeah.
You're not going to take me to the bank and saying that you need half of everything I got. Like, everybody's not Jeff Bezos. And Jeff Bezos, his wife started with him when he had nothing.
She started with him, yeah.
So I can respect him giving her,
yes.
Like, yo, I'm a billionaire. Like, I'm legit a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
Like, you taking half of 100 billion, it's really not gonna hurt me. I'm still 50 billion up.
Still.
Like, yeah,
I'm not. That's not sending me to the poorhouse. I'm not in the poorhouse.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near those. I don't even worry about bills no more. Like, how much does it cost? All right, whatever.
Yeah, what's my man said? What Drake said. You wasn't what we shooting in the gym. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
That had to reference with Kobe, and okay, I understand. But at the same time, there's so many people that do feel like they have an allegiance to the money that was made before them. So just saying, not being set up. I think literally, even though I'm not like, I don't, his style of what's going on. Of course, we know he's never gonna get married. Diddy, but Diddy. Yeah, I saw an interview and it was saying, how is it that you can have, 2 now, but 3 baby moms, and it'd be this camaraderie. And he's like, yeah, it's very expensive. It's like,
yeah, and if I take care of all of them the same, who can really get mad? Like,
exactly,
you're not needing for nothing, just like she not needing for nothing. So can you really get upset if I'm? And that's the one thing that I can respect. If you can pay for the lifestyle that you put yourself into, like, I don't see anything wrong with a polyamorous relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do it, but
yeah. But
if you got like
he got the bread, he's going
got the money. Like, I can support this family, my other family, just like I can support this.
Well, hold on. The polyamorous thing is a little different. That's a different term. what he's doing necessarily not probably. Well, I don't know what's going behind the
Well, yeah, he's not. They're not all living with.
They're not. Yeah. So that's a different.
So it's not polyamorous.
He just has three.
He got 3 households. This man
Three households. 3
households. And I ain't mad.
4. I'm sorry. He has 4 households. No, 3 now. I'm sorry. You're right. I keep forgetting Kim Porter passed away.
It's the morning time.
So yeah. So yes, it's 3 households you're paying for. Yeah, Misa Hilton. You got the most gorgeous. What's her name? Call me Miss Pumpkin. That's her Instagram name. She bad. That's all I know. And man,
Miss Pumpkin.
That's the part that kills me. I'm like, Diddy, you don't see that? She's nice.
But you gotta think though, dog. If I'm Diddy, I only see nice Jones on the regular. Like,
yes, okay. You had Cassie and you didn't know how to treat that.
But at the end of the day, I'm still Diddy.
Cassie looked like she wanted to get broken out. Like, let me out. I'm done. Like, this is
man.
You look blissful and happy now. Like,
I mean, look. At the end of the day, money not everything to everybody. You know what I mean? And I can respect that. Money is not the focal point of some people's love.
Yeah.
It helps. Don't get me wrong. Like, having money helps, but I don't think everybody focuses on what your bank statement says to determine how much they love you. Now that might make it a little easier to love somebody because you financially secure. Like, if you're a millionaire, bro, a multi-millionaire, the last thing you thinking about is like bills. I mean, we all got bills. Like, I'm sure the bills get bigger, but it's different problems now.
Yeah. Well, they said that's part of it. I mean, not that I want to harp on divorces, but they said that's where majority of divorces come is when the finances are not right.
Yeah, that's security.
Yeah. Or something just blowing all the money.
Women want a man that is financially secure. He ain't gotta be rich, but I know that we're not gonna get evicted either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is a big, and as you get older, like, your standards change. Like, you do want somebody with good credit.
Yeah.
You do want somebody that can know how to manage their money properly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't respect people that don't work. I don't.
It's not the fact that I don't. Now, if you can't work, then that's different.
Oh, can't work in terms of what? What you saying?
If you have a medical issue and you can't
work,
no,
I'm not talking about savage. No, I know what you mean by that. I'm just saying for the laziest bozo out there, the dude that lives off somebody else, that's straight up, I'm not getting up, funky behind, laying across the sofa, funking up the living room and watching TV all day, and has every able limb to go and work even the most menial job, but at the end of the day can still say he worked and brought home some paper. That's what I'm talking about.
But see,
seeing some guys that literally just don't do squat.
But see, I have an issue with that, and I'll challenge that point because we always correlate being a bum or a broke person to a man. But there's a lot of women now.
Yes.
That be on that same type time.
Yeah.
They look good.
Yeah.
They got a crazy body. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they a good showpiece, but it's kind of like we don't admonish those women like we admonish men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
and on top of that, I'm not even saying the guys is waiting in limbo on unemployment. I'm not talking about them either. I'm not talking about them. Because again, you were fired from a position or you were laid off. Now, of course, naturally, you got to wait till the next thing comes, but you're actively getting out there looking. Times get hard. I've been there where I understand the whole, like, as a man, how you feel. And I've always had I've always had my job, all that stuff. And that's the time where you just kind of silences you and brings you down to a point where.
Yeah, that's true. I've been there.
It humbles you. But I also have old heads that tell me, yo, you won't be thinking about that in like 10 years. Once you get out of that situation, you ain't gonna think about that. But it makes you hungry because
build character. I said it builds character.
It builds character. The moment that I felt those things, I was like, I don't want to ever go back to that. And so when I see someone else slacking, or I see someone else not appreciating what they've been given or working hard, I'm like, I'm gonna get that, because you don't know. I've been here and I don't want to be there again. And this is what I'm gonna do. And I think like everybody needs to have that internally, especially for the future. If you go have a family, you gotta have that tenacity, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's starting to become more normalized. Why my head look all crooked? Starts to become more normalized that you see a lot of dudes kind of like, yo, shorty ain't got this. I'm not dealing with it no more. I don't care how fat that ass is. Like, you got to bring something a little bit more to the table now than just a body or, you know what I mean, a cute face. You got to at least show that you know how to, you know, make a grocery list or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's interesting now. I think the dynamics of what men look for and women have changed a whole lot now.
Well, I mean, ladies,
chime in.
What
do women look for in a man these days?
They want, man, that's a whole other thing. Because sometimes they think we mess with. I think they think we pick on them when we bringing these topics up. He's like, hey, y'all was talking about the restaurant, and now y'all talking about. Listen,
I mean, it's a real question though.
Yeah, everything
includes. More than welcome to come on. You know what I mean? State their case.
Yo, so I got, you know, since the birthday, you know, we gonna do some unboxing today.
Go for it.
You know, so everyone, as we've talked about in the past with my man Clico, aka Clout, aka Daryl, fragrances are important. So the birthday fragrance for this year, Joe Malone. Most fragrances from Joe Malone are unisex, so gentlemen and ladies can wear it. Just, you know, kind of balance what's a little too floral and what's a little too spicy. You know, can't go too floral. Be like, all right, that's you just smell real feminine. But there's some that kind of balance that level. So Joe Malone has ventured into making one that's specifically for men. Women can wear it and have, but it's really, so this is the boxing. You know what I mean? This is, you know, we're gonna unveil on here. Boom. And this one is called the Huntsman.
That's a nice bottle.
Oh yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's designed beautifully. The Huntsman, amber patchouli.
I like that.
And you know, it's spring right now, so this is what's gonna be. You know, when you, not every day, but of course when you go out on a nice night, you know, throw it on. Yeah. I will plug this one. I'll plug Joe Malone for this. So gentlemen or ladies, if you're gonna buy something for your man and you want to go smell this, or go just look at the Huntsman line. This is not the only fragrance in the Huntsman line. Look at it, smell it, and I think this will be a great purchase. $1.95.
That's not bad.
$1.95. So if you try to jump out the window for your man, or guy, you try to,
that's affordable.
Your lady, Joe Malone.
Yeah, I think that's affordable price.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as we said, it's a whole bunch of different ones, but I have to be honest about what it is. So I don't want somebody to get smacked in the face where I promote this and they go, and then they're like, dang, you ain't telling me it was $1.95, homie. All right. So I'm telling you now.
It's $1.95.
But again, you're going to get quality. You're going to smell like nobody else. And this is not the only actual scent within that line. So you can find different ones.
Right.
Well, I'll say that. Yeah. But you know what I'm hyped for?
Come on now.
What I'm hyped for is when we get together for the B-Day, bro, we got some stuff here. And I talked to Lamar this week.
Shout out to the homie.
Shout out to homie. So this is how you know that your man is an aficionado. He says, well, first of all, I call him, I let him know, yo, I just purchased some bottles for the birthday. This is what we're drinking. And he says, okay, it's wine. Do you have a decanter? That's what he said. Do you have a decanter? I said, nah. And he said, I have my wine glass. He said, okay, you bring your wine glasses. He said, I got the decanter. And then he starts telling you how soon you should open the bottle before we take part in it. So he said, okay, if you're going to drink it at this time, then you need to open this a half an hour earlier to let it breathe in the decanter. So this first bottle we have here is a Camus Vineyards Cabernet Sauvignon, Napa Valley. This is a 2019, and this retails at about like $130, literally. But they say that this is one of like 2017, 2018, 2019. The grapes were good, so I can't wait to cork this. Mm-hmm. This is celebratory type stuff. Boom. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Steve Stout, because I ain't gonna hold you act like I knew about Camus before. Steve Stout and LeBron actually put me on to Camus. For real, for real.
So that's a high level reference right there.
It's a high level reference. You know, usually I know about the stuff, or I learned about my own just from reading, but for this one, I will be honest. I saw LeBron drinking it, and I was wondering, like, could it be good? And there you go. That's the honesty. But the next play is Toriel.
Oh, okay.
Toriel. This is just under $100. This is about like $85, $90 retail, depending on where you're getting it from. But
sounds good, Toriel.
That
sounds like a girl.
So a Cabernet Sauvignon for the Napa Valley.
Toriel.
This is a 2017 vintage. And this is the son of the guy who created this.
Keep it in the family.
So this is a father-son blend. So the son, from what I heard from the guy that works at the wine store, he said that the Toriel is better than the Camus.
Guess we gonna find out.
I'm hyped to try those two. Definitely.
I'm hyped too, man.
Yeah, man.
Good time.
Yeah. What time is it now?
Well, since it's still in the morning time, I think it's time.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much afternoon. But you know, it's different for us because usually we shoot in the evening, and you know, we probably a little slower.
Blood's already flowing in the evening time.
Yeah, blood is flowing. But it's Caviar moment at this point in time. And literally, what are we toasted to today?
Man, I think we toasting to your birthday, man. Another trip around the sun.
That's one.
That's blessed to be a part of. Yeah, man. That's all I got.
That's all you got.
Still trying to get my shit together.
All right. My Caviar moment is well, I got two. One is, again, yes, I'm blessed to see another year. And two would be for the new friendships and the old friendships that I forged. And I'm just excited to see things come to fruition. Like, you know, there's nothing more beautiful than making a plan and it coming to fruition and you seeing it grow. I don't know if you remember the 18 back in the day. You remember the show 18?
And he says, I love it when a plan
comes together. There you go. There you go. So that right there has always been a tagline in my head. Just like I'm happy on that with Tip, man. That's my Caviar moment. So to you,
my brother.
You know what I mean? So I gotta go get that Caviar. So we can have that with that L'Oreal. And then,
you know what I seen? I seen a picture. Somebody put caviar on fried chicken.
yes.
That joint looked all right though. Like I was like, I want to try that.
Try that, man. Yeah.
I was like, I want to try that. Fried chicken.
Was
Caviar
that
KFC.
okay? All right, so I'm gonna. Yeah, I gotta see that. I gotta try that, bro.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah. So Caviar Conversations, to our family, to our subscribers, as we always say, hit the subscribe, hit that button, like, and comment, and of course,
Follow.
we're always gonna repost on IG. More to come.
Give me your social media.
Our at Sartorial King, send me a birthday shout out at Sartorial King, and at Sir William L. We have the most astute names for IG that you could possibly have. You know, everything comes at a regal level. Sartorial King, Sir William L. Because you know what, we're gentlemen first. Blessings to your families during this time, as we have some things changing in our world, but we ask that we just be mindful of building our communities up, building our children up, building our minds and our mental capacity, and being stable in what we feel for our people is very important. It is not being wavered by anything else. And again, this is Caviar Conversations.
We out.
We out.
We out.
Caviar for breakfast, champagne, 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 bubble bath.